Good evening to all of our team in Africa. We're super excited to be able to get on this call this evening. It's a beautiful evening right here in Lagos, Nigeria. I don't know where you're connecting from. Just let us know in the chat box where you're connecting from and what are your expectations, and how useful has the Tahitian Noni Guidebook been to you and your team so far. But tonight is an amazing night because Barbara has specifically requested that she would like to delve deeper to continue to support you in your goal to be able to help others in their wellness journey as well as yours. Remember that it starts with you. And so Barbara will be providing more details to the recently launched Tahitian Noni Guidebook, our legendary product in our market that has been supporting this market for so long. And so Barbara is here, our Vice President of Health and Nutrition, and she will be taking over this call from me. My name once again is Blessed Nedet, and I'm excited to be on this call to learn with you. Barbara, over to you.
Blessing, thank you so much. It is always wonderful working with you. And can I just say, everybody, if you haven't connected with Blessing, please do. She is a wealth of knowledge and a true professional. And she is my right-hand woman when it comes to helping the full Nigerian market and African nations when we kickstart some more work going through there, which is wonderful. So I would like to welcome you all this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. And as Blessing said, I am definitely going to do a deep dive into the guidebook that we have that you will be able to use for a body transformation. So let me share my screen. One second. And then I can, of course, everything else shares as well. Okay, here we go. So I hope everybody can see this wonderful screen. And if you would like this Noni guidebook, please reach out to Blessing for her contact details and she can send this to you. And then we can start using the Tahitian Noni juice in a way that supports our health and wellness in so many ways. Just a little bit of information. This guidebook was created to help support a body balance challenge similar to the body balance challenge, but because in the Nigeria market we don't have those products, we have adapted this guidebook to use the Tahitian Noni for some amazing benefits. And please remember, you can always look at so much research that we have on the noniresearch.org website around Tahitian Noni. But we will touch on some amazing benefits for this product, as well as how you can mentor your customers and find new customers using this amazing product and guidebook. Whoop. Let's see, let's go one by one. It's very sensitive. Very sensitive. I'm wondering if I can do it another way. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to go page by page, and what we're going to do is I'm going to work with you how you should be working with your customer, mentoring them. So, for example, if you have a customer who wants a body transformation, whether it's more energy, boosted immune system, better facilitation of weight transformation, then of course the Tahitian Noni can really help you with that as well. So of course I love educating and motivating them to use our products, but also giving them a proper disclaimer and showing them the research on the research.org and how we can also source our products. So, please remember the sourcing of our Tahitian noni juice directly from our farms in Tahiti and this beautiful, sustainable supply chain, ensuring that long-term supply and quality control that we have with all of our products, but especially the Tahitian noni. And I think this is really important because please remember there's many kinds of noni out there. And of course, phony noni, which, is a distant relative of noni. So for us, we have full transparency and traceability from the islands of Tahiti, where we get our Tahitian noni from. Now, this is one of the most important ones here because what we want to do is we want to work our way around the wheel. And this is just an easy way to talk to your customer, but also making sure you're doing something in each of those places. So, number one is meal planning and goal setting. This is where their journey starts. You need to understand what their goals are, what do they want to achieve, and then you can meal plan around them, which we're going to go into meal planning a little bit further. Then, of course, tell them all about the amazing Tahitian noni that we have. And again, once you find their goal, go on to the website, noniresearch.org, and maybe pull a few of the scientific research papers and clinical trials that were done on there. There's over 120 to choose from, so you can probably find something that will suit their needs. Then, of course, you want to take a look at choosing those proper low glycemic foods. We're going to go into that tonight. You want to be making sure they're doing their exercise, okay? You want them moving and you want this wheel to roll smoothly. If they're not doing something in each area of the wheel, okay, or if you're not monitoring them in each area of the wheel, then that wheel won't roll smoothly and their journey will be uneven. We want the journey to be smooth. We want the journey to be complete. We want that journey to reach the end goal in a very smooth way. So we have made it easy for you to mentor your customer through this journey. So exercise is definitely there. Again, we're going to touch on it further in the guidebook. Know the science. Look, I've said it probably 5 times now, the name of the website, www.noniresearch.org. Make sure that you are familiar with the research on that website, that you're supporting your customers, that you're sharing the correct news around Tahitian noni as well. And I think that this also really helps. Know the science yourself. We all have international customers. So whether you're joining us today from Nigeria or other parts of the world, make sure you have the compliance on your area of the website that you are selling in, because there's so many different claims that we can make on the Tahitian noni juice. Again, make sure that the claims are compliant in each of those areas that you're finding your customers. Now, we have high antioxidants in Tahitian noni juice. Again, we have over 275 phytonutrients in Tahitian noni juice. One of those phytonutrients is iridoids, and it's the iridoids, which is a compound phytonutrient that protects the noni fruit from attack and disease. So science tells us that when we consume Tahitian noni juice, we get that iridoid protection from attack and disease as well. But of course, we have the grape and we also have the blueberry extracts. These are amazing superfruits in themselves, giving you a high amount of antioxidants. We have resveratrol. There's so many that's in there, but resveratrol found in the grape extract is really amazing for your skin as well as protecting your cells from that oxidative stress. Now, number 7 is staying hydrated. I'm going to pause while I have a glass of water. It really is an important part to stay hydrated throughout any journey, right? Not just the Tahitian Noni journey, but any journey. Water is, essential. It should be the first place you start. And, always have a bottle of water. Aim to drink between 2 liters of water in between your meals every day if you can. So many amazing benefits. Again, we'll go through those as we go through the notebook as well. And then we know for certain that Tahitian Noni juice definitely boosts your immune system. Now, why is this important? For me, number 1 reason I take Tahitian Noni juice is peace of mind, knowing that my immune system is high enough to keep me resilient. I do lots of traveling. I was recently with some of you on this call in Calgary. We had an amazing time. Big shout out to everybody who was in Calgary. And, again, we're around 400-500 people traveling through airports, the recycled air that's in the airplanes. And, touch wood, yeah, I didn't get ill at all, right? I leave on Wednesday to do a big leadership event that we have in Italy. The same thing. I'll be around 250 Italian top leaders traveling through airports. I want that confidence, the confidence of living life to the fullest, making sure that my body is resilient, my mind is resilient, my immune system is robust. And this, for me, is just a great part of Tahitian Noni juice. Number 9 is monitoring your success. Again, this is important. How are you doing? How are you monitoring your success with your customers? Is their energy level starting at 2 out of 10 and then raising to 10 out of 10? Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it fluctuating? Are they reaching their weight loss goals? Are they reaching their energy goals? Are they reaching their goals for boosting their immune system? Monitor it. I like doing an out of 10. Yeah, so, 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, that's really low. Okay, you're not feeling so good. So we need to increase that. So there's lots of things on this wheel that will help increase that. Are they coming in at 5 out of 10? Depends on the work you have to do with them. How much mentoring are you doing to make sure your customer has optimal nutrition? Waking up every morning feeling 10 out of 10. They can't wait to get out of bed. This is what we want for all of our customers. And Tahitian Noni Juice can give you all of that. This is why I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's take a look at goal setting. This is the goal setting section in the guidebook. So again, we've given it for you. You want to make sure that they're doing smart goal setting, being specific, crystal clear. Yeah, what do they want to achieve? So if I ask you, what do you want to achieve? And you just say weight loss. Then I go to the next step. Great, you want weight loss? Let's make this measurable. Okay. How much weight do you want to lose? How many inches do you want to lose? Where do you want to lose it? Do you want to lose it from your forehead, from your neck, from your arms, from your legs? Monitor and be really, really specific and make it measurable in every area. And then it's action orientated. Make a to-do list. Let me grab mine. For those of you who came to, who come to these webinars regularly know that I do a journal. And for those who came to Calgary, also know that I do a journal. And I make a checklist every day, which I'm just going to show you. Dun, dun, dun. This is my partner code notebook, by the way. Oh, if I can, you can see this. I'll back up. You can see this here. This is my partner code notebook. Okay. And then I have every day things that I want to achieve, right? And so I have my daily checklist. This is really, really important for you. So again, in this section, action orientated, choose the actions that directly support your goals. So for me, this is my checklist every day. Wake up around 5 a.m., have my green tea, tea, 2 liters of water, 2 coffees, my breakfast, my supplementation, my lunch. Then I have my other supplements that I have. I have dinner. I make sure I do my exercise every day. I have a bedtime routine. I write a journal. I have a bath. I have chamomile tea. I do no phone 1 hour before bed so I can wind down. I do a visualization and I do a gratitude journal. This is my actions every single day to make sure that I am reaching my goals. So you are going to be wanting to write all of these down in like a checklist. So every day I just go check, 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 check. Yes, I did it. Stay consistent. Consistency with Tahitian Noni Juice will give you phenomenal results. We have customers who have been taking Tahitian Noni Juice for about 30 years and have amazing, amazing results. So no doubt you are going to have those results as well. So make sure they're rewarding and realistic goals, okay? You want that feeling in your heart. Why do you want to lose weight? Is it because you want to feel better when you look in the mirror? Maybe you want to boost your confidence. Maybe you want to find a new love or a new partner. Maybe you just want to help your teammates. Maybe you want to improve your health because you want to play with your grandchildren. Whatever it is, make sure your heart is really in those goal settings. And then set a time. Do you want to achieve these goals in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months, whatever? But here is being realistic around this. You will get a cellular renewal in 90 days. So for me, if you can commit to a new regime for 90 days, your cells will love you. Yes, they will. Just imagine that all that tick list after 90 days, you are like a new person emotionally and physically as well. So we really want to fuel your cells in a 90-day period. Commit to 90 days, you will get amazing results. And you're going to see as we go through the book. I mean, we're only on page 1, we got another 20 so pages to go. I hope you're excited because this is exciting and it's going to transform your health and your business. So look, here we go. Some more ideas around goal setting. And we explain the low glycemic, okay? So you are educating your customer for these new habits with their meals that they're doing. It explains it fully. Why are we doing this? Because we would like the benefits of weight loss. We'd like the benefits of your blood sugar control. We'd like the benefits of your heart health and reducing any aspects of, lowering the risk and prevention of disease like heart disease, like diabetes. We want to stay hydrated. Here's some great tips, clear your cupboards, have some nutrient dense foods, have food variety. How many people do you know who eat the same boring thing every day, day after day, because it's easy? No, get the meal planning. There's so much nutritious food that you can have. I'm going to go through those in a minute. Portion control, okay? We also give you the palm of your hand is for the size of the protein. So many different things. We're going to go through this tonight. Vegetables on your plate, healthy fats, whole grains. We know what not to eat, but sometimes when we're busy, and of course, when we are stressed and starting a new regime, it's easier to default into those bad habits. So making sure you're being accountable to your healthy regime and writing your meal planning really is part of this goal setting as well. Day by day, week by week, reach your 90 days. It doesn't just happen like that. It takes work, it takes action, it takes commitment. But I tell you what, we've made it really easy. Follow the steps in the book. Can't be easier. Here we have some wonderful tips and some claims that we can make around Tahitian Noni Juice. We know it's great for general well-being. We have some wonderful claims around vitamin C, potassium, manganese, and how these help the body, how it boosts our energy and vitality. So make sure you are going through the benefits of taking this wonderful uh, science-backed, phytonutrient-rich product. And honestly, it really is fabulous. So here we have some low glycemic foods. Let's get into the portion sizes down below. We have a daily portion of fruit, which is the size of your hand, okay? So do you know this is really funny. Yesterday, my husband bought some grapes, and they come in like a big container, okay? Probably 3 or 4 portion sizes, right? This is really, really important. And so he's trying to lose weight. He's on a weight loss journey. He's doing really, really well. But he ate the whole tub of grapes himself yesterday. And I showed him this book because I was doing a little bit of prep for today. And I was like, okay, here's the size of your palm, hubby, right? That means you put enough grapes in your palm, and that's your portion, not the whole thing. All these little tips actually really make sense to your customer or you or your husband or your wife if you tell them. Don't assume they're going to read this and understand. Go through it with them like I'm going through it with you. Tell the story of my husband, because then what they'll do is when they go to the refrigerator and get their own grapes out, they're going to measure a portion on their palm and they're going to put that in the bowl, and that is all they're going to eat. Because if you follow this, you will achieve results. If you eat the whole tub of grapes every day, you're not going to achieve your results. I'm really sorry. You're going to be healthy and maybe you have some more energy, but if weight loss is your goal, you really need to portion control. The same goes with protein on your palm. Fat, okay? You don't want any more fat than the size of your thumb. Vegetables, we want 2 fists full, okay, of vegetables. Carbohydrate is like a tennis ball. That's about maybe a little bit bigger than a big fist, okay? A tennis ball. So just make sure we are portion controlling, because you will achieve the results once you portion control. And work with them, be accountable, be their mentor, keep it light, keep it fun, okay? Because if you keep it fun and if you keep it joyful and if you keep it in their daily regime of how to meal plan, then of course it's a tick list and they're creating new healthy habits all the time. Here's the approved food list. Couldn't be simpler. Also, if you go to the PartnerCo Share app, Share website, the PartnerCo Share website, the password for the website is Share, okay? And you can take a look in the body balance slenderize area and you will have a slenderized cookbook. Now, this is all around the approved food list, and the recipes have only approved food recipes in there. So what you can do is if you have your favorite recipes, you can swap them out as well, making sure we're staying with these principles. Please remember, okay, we break down here why you should be having those foods. This is why. Okay, how the low glycemic works, why you're having those foods in here, and then boom, show them the approved food list. So they're already bought into the reason why. Low glycemic, helping our blood sugar levels, helping you reach your goals, and all these amazing benefits. So it couldn't be easier. Give them the cookbook as well, because then they can have some more recipes to support that. The list goes on. These are the things we want to try to avoid. Now, you are going to have your customer or a new brand partner always asking you, well, can I just add this? Can I just add that? Can I just add this? Can I just add that? If it's not on the list, I always say no. And I explain why. I say, why don't you just wait until you reach your goals and then reintroduce that food? That's my typical saying. wait until you've reached your goals, then reintroduce the food. Because what we want to do is we want to keep the momentum going of them reaching their optimal nutrition. Remember, they've never been at the optimal nutrition. They've never felt 10 out of 10, or at least not for a very long time. They forget how it feels because they have all these bad habits. But their default is to have these little foods they like. But actually, we want to be quite strict in a very nice way, okay? But quite strict with them. Follow what is in the Noni Guidebook, and you'll get your results. Wait till you get your results. Then, if you want to add one of those foods that you're missing in, you can. But you know what? After 90 days, you would be surprised. People are like, Barbara, I'm so glad you are so strict with me because I actually don't even want or crave that food anymore. How amazing is that? Because we've changed their mindset and we've changed their body cellularly, okay, that it doesn't crave those foods anymore. So this is an amazing exercise to go through them. And of course, the Noni Guidebook makes it so easy and it looks so beautiful to help them as well. So here we have some information around exercise. And remember, this is part of your wheel. We want you feeling great. We want you moving every day. And this is just so easy. This is a 10-step checklist. Find activities that you love. That's a pretty easy one. I'm sure there is exercise that everybody loves, okay? Number 2 is mix it up. You want to have your cardio training, your strength training, your flexibility and mobility, and your mind-body exercises as well. So like for me today, I was homebound today. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, know that I do a lot of walking because I live near the beach, which I'm very lucky. But today I'm honestly 12 hours at my desk. So I did yoga this morning, which is just stretching, really, mainly. Okay, so good stretching exercises. I have a trampoline. So I was bouncing up and down on my trampoline. Which is on my Instagram stories, and you know those are great exercise that I do. And tonight, after this webinar, I'm actually going to the golf range. Boom, gonna hit some golf balls with my eldest daughter and my husband. So, you know, again, can you see that I'm mixing it up all the time? You want to start slowly and progress gradually. Write it in your journal, write it in your tick list, okay? We want to be using tick lists all the time. Setting those realistic goals. We know that. We want to be listening to our body. Okay. Another story. My eldest daughter is running. She went for a run today and she has injured her knee somehow. All right. So again, we want to listen to our body. And I was like, okay, why don't you take a look at, you know, having some extra noni? Yes, honestly. Do you know that noni helps to reduce inflammation, helps to reduce some pain, but it also helps movement. Again, go on to the noniresearch.org and check out the movement clinical trial. Just put movement in the search bar, it'll bring it up. You know, so again, we want her to not have the discomfort, maybe have 1 or 2 days off. And of course, before we take her to physio, let's try doing some self-help and see if we can't you know, help that, and then just do some stretching and some other exercises before she runs again. That's listening to your body. That's common sense. Start those first. Obviously, if it's a big injury, please go to your doctor straight away. But otherwise, do some troubleshooting yourself. Use Tahitian Noni Juice to help with that. And again, I said, you know, make sure you're drinking enough water. She's really good with her food because obviously she eats what we eat, which is clean and good. So, you know, we want to be doing that as well. Making it social, exercising with family, friends, groups. You know, tonight we're having a family golf night. You know, how great is that going to the golf range together? We have a really good laugh. We really do. We love it. Prioritize your mental well-being as well. Exercise just helps you to reduce stress, boosts your mood, and releases all the right endorphins to help you feel fantastic. Got to be in your diary. Get enough rest and sleep as well. Again, waking up and going to bed at the same time in your diary, that really helps as well. Monitoring your sleep. I have an Aura ring that I wear that is attached to an app so I can check my sleep, making sure that I'm sleeping properly. So if you have any tech like Aura rings or anything, then this will also really, really help as well. So be kind to yourself. Yeah. Look, do you know what? Progress takes time. Mentor your customers through that. Focus on their consistency, which is why I love using the journal. Okay. And enjoy the journey. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. So let's take a look at knowing the science. Again, I probably mentioned the website 12 times. So I'm sure you know it by now. But here we are again. Please go to the website. Take a look. And also look at this. You know, we have Brett West, who is our senior director of R&D at Partner Co. There's some studies that he's done. Please read those. Shishing, a PhD, senior manager of research at Partner Co. Please read his studies. We have some amazing team members that I work with. Check out their work in this, and they are phenomenal. So we have here the most amazing, detail to our products that we have. These are found on the website. These are also found on the Partner Co. Share app, and they're found on the um, research website as well. So let's take a look here at, keeping your antioxidants high. Look, we know, I talked about iridoids. Yes, we know that Tahitian Noni Juice has vitamin C, the polyphenols, and those flavonoids. There is so much research to make sure that our antioxidant levels are high enough to be protecting our body in so many ways. Again, take a look at the studies that we have, and this is just inspiration and motivation for you to continuously take this product. We have here about hydration. I talked before, you only need to be 3% dehydrated for your concentration to just wander. So many people, there we go. Water again. It really is amazing for your body. I have my water in between my meals. So when I eat, eat, and when I drink, drink. Because I do them 20 minutes at least either side of a meal because I don't want to dilute the hydrochloric acid and the enzymes in my digestive system that are used to break down the food. That's why I eat separately and drink separately. Do them separately, okay? The other reason I do that is because I want my body to intuitively tell me when I'm hungry and when I'm thirsty. So if I'm eating and drinking at the same time, then there's times in the day when I feel hungry, but actually I'm thirsty because I'm misinterpreting those signals. So if you eat and drink separately, okay, when you eat, chew properly, okay, and you don't need to have a drink with your food, and then drink in between your meals, you are really helping those messages and for us to recognize when we're hungry and when are thirsty. And this stops mindless snacking. Okay, so we can achieve our goals, which is what we want to do. Achieving our goals is number one. So again, make it a habit. This just gives you some really great tips on that as well. So we have here as well that we want to boost our immune system. Well, we do know that Tahitian Noni Juice helps with our immune system. But again, this just sort of impacts it a little bit more. We have the nutrient-rich diet, gives you some ideas of what to have. We're going to stay hydrated, helps your immune system. Getting enough sleep. There is so much evidence that sleep deprivation lowers your immune system. So we want to, do some more research on how we're sleeping properly. Managing stress. Well, isn't it great that Tahitian Noni Juice has adaptogens in it? These adaptogens help our body to adapt to stress. So we're naturally lowering the cortisol levels that are associated with stress. And so therefore, we're boosting our immune system. How great is that? Exercising regularly, getting enough vitamin D. Okay, we get a little bit more sunshine at the moment, but again, there's some great foods. Take a look at the vitamin D, salmon, eggs, and sunlight exposure. And of course, in other markets, we have some products that can support that as well, but not necessarily in Nigeria. We want to support our gut health as well. And some ideas there, reducing sugar and processed foods. I mean, I say reduce, but I mean, if you can stop them, great. But reducing is a good place to start. Natural immune boosters, Tahitian Noni Juice. How great is that? Maintaining healthy hygiene and staying socially connected. All of these really help our wonderful immune system. So we have here the scientific studies, just some more interesting information around our immune system and how it actually works. This goes into further detail for you to show off a little bit if you wanted to, okay? But it's great for certain customers to definitely read around this. Monitoring our success. As I mentioned at the beginning when we were looking at the wheel, okay, we want to do our weight, we want to do our measurements, we want to test our energy, our mood, our general wellness, our sleep, our quality of movement, hydration, any of those. So if we have a monitoring system, how do you feel out of 10? So every week you can take it. You can take a look what last week was like and see if there are improvements this week. Week by week, if they are improving, that just really shows you that the body is reacting beautifully well. Now, some people have a slow start, but everybody will start seeing improvements within 2 weeks. Some people before 2 weeks, but everybody by 2 weeks, okay? And then just think by 90 days, you have transformed so many things, and then you can keep that maintenance going. But monitor your success so you can track it. And then, of course, we have our end goals. Yes, now maybe they've reached the 90 days and, their cravings should have faded. Their shopping gets easier because they understand all the meal planning and they're going down different supermarket aisles and skipping aisles. It's so interesting. When I go shopping, I write a list and I get those things on the list. There's aisles in the supermarket I don't even go down because number one, if I go down there, I might choose a little bit of something naughty in my shopping basket, and I don't want to do that. My resilience is high, so this makes my shopping much easier. Our hormones are balanced. I talked about the cortisol hormone, okay? We're sleeping better, we're hydrating better. Tahitian Noni is working its magic on your body as a healing tonic. So again, we are feeling better. Your clothes are feeling better. What does that do for your self-esteem? Your taste buds are changing because you've got rid of all those the junk food, the processed food, the sugar, the excess salt. Our taste buds are tasting food better. Our sleep is becoming more restorative. We're waking up feeling more energized, exercising more. And so that energy is just absolutely amazing. Show them this. This is how they will feel if they stick to the program, if they're consistent with their daily habits and their checklist as well. So here's some other things that they can have. Their skin will reflect what's happening on the inside, okay? Now, initially, some people, because Tahitian Noni Juice can have a little bit of a detox effect in the first couple of weeks. Maybe they have an extra breakout of pimples. That's because their body is cleansing. Drink more water, drink more Tahitian Noni Juice. That will help while the body rebalances itself. The digestive system will be working better. Your bowel movements will be more consistent and the bloating will come down, okay? And just so much more. It really is absolutely incredible. And at the end, it's just a little bit about me. Of course, if you ever have any questions, you can go through the partner support team. You can go through Blessing as well. And of course, you can, always ask around the best ways that you can be well and on your way to wellness as well. Okay, wow, we talked about a lot of stuff, right? Thank you. I get a clap from Harry. Thank you, Harry. That's wonderful. So, it really is exciting. As you can tell, I'm so passionate about Tahitian Noni Juice. I know it's going to be amazing for you. I'll just go through the chat and see if there's any questions. Hi, everyone. Great to see all of you. Oh, Steve's on the call. Great. Fantastic. Lovely. We have Michelle as well. Debbie, Coach Michelle, Tina. Hi, Nancy. Great. Great that you're here. Carol, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Where will the guidebook be available? Oh, there we go. So Tina's posted it. And also the guidebook. There it is. It's in the chat. Download the guidebook from the chat. Now, can I just say this guidebook is made for the Nigerian market. So all of the compliance is the compliance for the Nigerian market. It should be okay in other markets, okay? But as a disclaimer, I just want to say that because I'm the one who gets in trouble. So there we go. But download it, use it with your customers. It really is fantastic. There we go. Thank you, Blessing, for putting the share.partner.co website in there. Make sure you're looking at that. The password is share, and there is so much amazing information on the share.partner.co website. Just love it. And there's the noniresearch.org. Thank you, Blessing, for putting that in there. Yes, you look at Petra Clary, thank you. Read 3 studies on oral health alone. Absolutely. The reason why we have the website is to get around compliance. Okay? We can't legally in every market talk about all the amazing health claims that Tahitian Noni has. So point them to the website. We have them all there. Brett West and which other? This is Dr. Shishing Deng, D-E-N-G, Dr. Deng. He is in, yes, Dr. Deng, D-E-N-G. So if you Google him on the noniresearch.org, just put his name in the search, his research will come up as well. Sorry, I came in late. Great. So, if you need the book, please take a look in the chat and it's above and please download it, which is fantastic. Thank you for the information. Well, of course, you're all welcome. Of course. One customer's on the Mexico drop said her period greatly increased from her regular cycle. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're not talking about Mexico drops on here. This is the Nigerian Tahitian Noni one. If you have any questions, please email the partner support team. They have a hotline directly to me, or you can do eu.product@partner.co. Okay, so that's the other place if you want to ask questions. But honestly, tonight is just about the Tahitian Noni Guidebook. If you have any other questions, contact the partner support team. I work directly with them. If they can't answer your question, the question comes to me and we get that answered for you, which is wonderful. So thank you very, very much for that. I'm great. Coach Michelle, I'm so pleased you got so much value. That's fantastic. I use it for skincare as well. Definitely, Steve. Yeah, your skin is looking great, Steve. And I can't wait to see you soon in the UK, which is wonderful. Oh, Lori, thank you so much. Yes, I really appreciate that. So again, email us. I've heard testimonies on Noni and burns. Oh yeah, read 2 studies on how Tahitian Noni helps to improve healing and minimize pain. Petra, Do you know what? I'm going to get you on reciting all the research that you're researching. How great is that? Do you see Petra is researching and telling us what she's finding? This is, I'm a science geek. I love it. I love it. I'm a science geek. You are, and that is fantastic. Be a science geek, which is great. And these studies really are amazing. And share the studies. But I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. So me and my family are off to golf. We're going to go hit some balls and have some fun. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will see you again soon. Any questions, get in contact. You need anything else, please also contact Blessing. And thank you again. Blessing, over to you.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Wow, that was an amazing call. And I can see all of the reactions and feedback in the chat already. Value, value, value. Thank you, Barbara. We're super, super excited always to get on this call with you and how much work and research you put into the information that you share with us on this call. And we're excited at what the Tahitian Noni Guidebook will bring to our market, the resource that it will become for us and our customer. How amazing is that? Barbara has walked us through how we can walk our customers through this guidebook. Remember that every satisfied customer is a potential brand partner. So we want to make sure that they are able to achieve their desired goals with us, as long as those goals are achievable. All right. So we want to walk them through and to ensure that they stay on for 90 days. I love that one. So you don't want someone taking one bottle of noni and coming back to say, hey, no results. No, they should stay on for 90 days. Thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you, everyone, for getting on this call with us. We hope that this book and this guidebook will prove to be a great resource to your market. Reach out to us if you need any help. We're here to support you and to help you achieve your success and growth with us in Partner Co. Africa, Nigeria specifically. Thank you once again. Thank you to
Thank
all
you,
of our
Blessing.
leaders, our partner council members. I see you. The Arpers, Coach Michelle, Dr. Charles, Imai Wuzie, and all the amazing brand partners on this call. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Barbara. We want to let you go spend some time with your family. Thank you. I'll just
Thank
take
you.
one or two reactions. Barbara, you're free to go from our partner council members on the call. Hey,
Great.
Coach Michelle, Amelia, I see you right there on the call. Dana. We'll just take some reactions before we close this call. Yes, Emilia. Okay,
I'll
Dana,
just
I
quickly
see you.
say, I'll I'll just quickly say that that was absolutely incredible. I mean, we are so blessed and privileged to have someone like Barbara part of our science council and our the within the company and the help of the company. It's just her insights are just second to none. And for us to have this guide, this incredible guide is just it's next level for the marketplace. I'm so excited for what it's going to allow us to be able to do to bring extra credibility to the marketplace in Nigeria is just absolutely incredible. So thank you, Barbara, and we're just excited. We're excited about the journey here with Noni.
Thank you so much, Dana. Thank you. Thank you. Right there, our partner council member. Emilia, you want to say something, Coach Michelle?
Hi, Blessings.
Hi, Coach.
Yeah, I 100% agree with Dana. Yeah, I just want to say a very big thank you to Barbara. Tahitian Noni is like the only product that we have here in this country. It's more like a gold mine to us. And we've been getting amazing results. So this guidebook came in at the right time, and we cannot thank Barbara enough for really diving deep into how we can help our customers make the most of this product. I really, really appreciate her, and I want to thank you also, corporate, for all you do for us. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I agree with everything everyone said on the call. I love Barbara. I just love how she allows everyone to be able to understand the Tahitian Noni journey very simply, but to also know how to make it a lifestyle. I think that's so important so that you're not just selling a product, but selling a lifestyle and an experience. So that guidebook, everyone, is gold, absolute gold. And I believe we should be definitely, sitting with people, having, you know, we used to call them customer experience parties, but going through the guidebook with them and discussing lifestyle with Tahitian Noni. I think that's such a big deal. And Barbara is amazing. So this is a good call.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
So also
much.
blessing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all of our partner council. Thank you to everyone. Amazing guidebook you have there. And like Amelia said, it's a gold. We should hold it dearly because it will help you and help your customers as they go through transformation, not just physical transformation that the product provide, but mindset too. And because their mind too need to be able to change for them to be able to experience the entire transformation they want with their health. So I look forward to getting amazing feedback as you use them right there on the field. We would also have some promotions to align with this guidebook in the coming weeks. So we look forward to supporting you and, you experiencing success with us in Nigeria. All right. Thank you to everyone. Have a beautiful evening to all of our leaders and you, our partners. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Blessing, and everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everyone.
everyone.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye
Thank
now.
you.
Cheers, everyone. Hope everybody has a great and wonderful day.
And you too, Stephen. I like that. It's all about lifestyle and tweaks along the way. Awesome. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you,
Cheers.
everyone.